We've been a leader in banking for more than 100 years. You'll find us here, at home, on your phone, and everywhere you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Sponsored by Renaissance Bank.
Good afternoon and welcome to Daily Journal NewsBreak, sponsored by Renaissance Bank. Today is Tuesday, July 24th, and I'm your host, Elizabeth Walters. We're going to take a quick look at the top news and sports stories from Northeast Mississippi, but first, let's start with your weather forecast. Today we'll have partly cloudy skies with a high of 89 and winds from 10 to 15 miles per hour. And over the next 3 days, on Wednesday, we'll have mostly sunny skies with a high of 92 and a low of 68. On Thursday, partly cloudy with a high of 93 and a low of 70. And on Friday, partly cloudy with a high of 94 and a low of 72. Now let's take a look at today's top stories. As Tupelo is set to host the Committee Transformation Workshop next month, the National Main Street Center sees the All-American City as a model for the rest of the state. NMSC Vice President of Revitalization Programs, Matt Wagner, said Tupelo was selected because they believe the city will be able to implement the recommendations and demonstrate a measurable impact to be a case study for the other communities in Mississippi. Next month's workshop will provide services to help the Downtown Tupelo Main Street Association to define community-informed and market-driven strategies that can direct and strengthen its revitalization efforts. The visit includes community input through a pre-visit survey which has 14 questions and should be completed by August 1st. The Lee County Board of Supervisors recently voted to approve a contract with a Columbus-based law firm to pursue opioid-related legal claims. The board will work with Smith, Bobinger, and Smith over litigation involving claims that opioid manufacturers failed to adequately warn about the dangers of the painkillers. The attorney for the supervisors, Gary Carnathan, said that the agreement presents no risk to the county and will cost nothing. Under the terms of the agreement, Lee County will receive 60% of any damages to which it may be entitled. This is in response to the public health and law enforcement crisis over opioid addiction. Mississippi, along with other states, have pursued legal action claiming the drug makers underplayed the addiction risks while overstating potential benefits. A new online this morning from our media partners at Mississippi Today. Northern District Public Service Commissioner Brandon Presley believes Mississippi's 25 rural electric power cooperatives can play a vital role in providing high-speed internet to underserved areas. The Nettleton Democrat says he plans to advocate for legislation during the 2019 session, saying it is both an economic development as well as quality of life issue. According to studies, Mississippi is near the bottom in terms of access to high-speed internet and broadband, and Presley believes that if traditional companies are not going to fill the broadband void, the cooperatives should have that option. And in sports, Logan Lowry caught up with Mississippi State defensive back Aquarius Landrews as he prepares to take the field for the Bulldogs this season. Landrews started his collegiate career at Copiah Lincoln Community College and redshirted the 2018 season for the Bulldogs. He said that last season humbled him a lot, and this year he'll get to play with the players he came in with. Landrews totaled 43 tackles, 12 breakups, and 4 interceptions during his 2 years at junior college, and said redshirting allowed him to adapt to the talent and speed of the SEC. And that does it for NewsBreak on this Tuesday. Don't forget that this show is just one of the many online offerings courtesy of the Daily Journal that gets you news off the page and on the go. Each story discussed today on NewsBreak can be found in your Daily Journal and online at djournal.com, where you can also find a new episode of NewsBreak each weekday morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Elizabeth Walters. Have a great Tuesday.